I don't have all the magical answers, gang. I don't. Okay, I do know this. The first thing you got to do is you got to work on your attitude. People make fun of you. Who cares? Okay? Somebody says it's not the right thing. Hey, you got to know it's the right thing in your heart. And you can only know that by using the products and getting people on the products and having them make comments back to you on how incredible this is. The only way you're going to know that is by being active and starting to make some money yourself and get someone else who starts making some money and they come to you and say, you know something? I hated my job at IBM and this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. Thank you so much. You got to know that in your heart, gang. And you got to convince yourself. You got to work on yourself every single day. And if you'll get up every morning and you'll work on your own self, because that's your biggest job in Herbalife, okay? You can conquer anything in your life if you want to, if you just keep working on yourself. There's going to be things that happen to you all day long that try to get you sidetracked. There's going to be people that tell you no, and you're going to get sidetracked. But you got one or two choices when you get sidetracked. You can either say, oh, poor, miserable me. Why does it always have to happen to me? And you can keep whining, and you can keep complaining, and you can keep being miserable, or you can say, I'm going to make the best out of it I possibly can and go back and talk with more enthusiasm to the next person, just like you did. You know how enthusiastic you are when you make 10 sales? It's easy to be excited then, right? Here's when you got real leadership, is when 10 people have said no, and you don't feel good, and 5 of your people have dropped out on you, okay? And someone's making fun of you, and things aren't going right, and 2 straight weeks you work till midnight every single night, and the whole thing's falling apart on you. When you can pitch and get your attitude, I gotta say this one, and you faking it till you make it. By acting maybe mentally that it's gonna happen. By acting like your best presentation is gonna happen, like you just made 10 sales. That's when you got some true leadership, okay? You can go as far as you want to go because that's the way it is in Herbalife. And you gotta remember, there's a lot of what goes into Herbalife. It's not only just the product, it's not only just the marketing plan, but there's other people in the company that are making this thing happen too. There's thousands and thousands of employees and stuff like that are making this whole thing jive. There's a president's team down here that's in the groove with each other with all the STSs that are going on. That is powerful. We need one team of people in this entire auditorium marching out of this meeting when we go back to our own countries and our own little homes and say, hey, we got the best company in the world. We are the ones. We got the products. We got the leadership. We are the most unbelievable people. We're simply the best. I want you to write down on your notes here. It's not important where I'm at right now. It's where I can be in the future that's important. That has really been the miracle of Herbalife. People have always asked me, why is it that so many different people from so many different backgrounds, from so many different cultures, speaking so many different languages, are successful in Herbalife? It's because of the products. When people get on them, it's unbelievable. Because let me tell you something, gang. If we want to make it a better world, it starts with us. It isn't going to happen at the election. It isn't going to happen through our government. It's going to be through people like ourselves taking charge with our own lives, taking charge for not only our health, our financial situation, and all of us together. Seriously, I mean, there's not another company I can think of that's having the life-changing type experiences that Herbalife is having, not just here, but throughout the world. And I'll tell you something, together, we can all make this a better world for people to live in. I learned more about my life and more about living and more about what I was doing in business through the hardest times in my life, not through the best times in my life. Because when things are difficult and when things are not good, your true character in life, how much of a man or a woman you're going to be, is that's when it really shows. That's when it shines. That's when you can teach yourself the most. That's when you can teach your children the most. Okay? That's when you can teach your downline the most. That's when you can provide it for your family. Listen, all of our families need someone that they can look up to. And let me tell you, not just our families. It starts family by family, town by town. But let me tell you what we're doing in Herbalife. We're teaching the world how they ought to be able to live. Everybody needs some guidance in this world today. My goodness, if you look at the circumstances in the world today, with the fighting that's going on, with the people that don't love each other, with the people that can't get along with things, where else can we have a room in the world today where there's so many different languages and so many different personalities and so many different religious situations where everybody can come together at one single time with one common bond to help people with better nutrition and to help people better their lives. We got to be the most outstanding leadership that's running this world. Really, this is what it's about. The opportunity in Herbalife, regardless of your skin, regardless of your background, regardless of your area, regardless of your sex, is exactly the same for each and every one of us. So have some faith as you leave this room here in the months to come, as you see us again, that if the people up on this stage can do it, that you can do it as long as you try every single day. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your customers. Have the faith to stick with some of your customers. You're going to have customers that say, oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time losing the weight. Hey, listen, you're going to have more faith in your customers sometimes than they even have in themselves. And they're going to need that guidance, and they're going to need that encouragement. Have faith in your distributors. You're going to need more faith in your distributors than they've gotten themselves. Okay? And when you have that kind of faith, there's no telling what could happen. Stay loyal to all the Herbalife rules. They're not easy sometimes, but you got to do it. You got to do it for you. You got to do it for your kids, and you got to do it for the company. Because if you don't stay within some of the Herbalife rules over the years to come, we won't be able to continue to provide these products to every single person in the world. Some of you sometimes think, well, geez, I'll break this little rule, and I'll do this, and I'll ship some products over to some different countries where it doesn't make any difference. Hey, it does make some difference. Because if Herbalife's not around, none of us are around. So we got to make certain that each and every day we protect the rules and regulations of all of our distributorships. Because the company is the goose that laid the golden egg. And trust me, I have never seen a goose put out so many golden eggs in my entire life as we've been putting out. It's really up to you. How much you're going to believe in these products, how much you're going to believe in the marketing plan, how much you're going to go out and talk to people, how consistently you're going to go out and talk to people, because you can all get there. Because let me tell you something, I've seen them all get there. It's just unbelievable. I've seen them get there in 6 months, I've seen them get there in 2 years, and I've seen them get there in 17 years. Does it make any difference? No. Okay, you can't become a president's team. The only thing that separates you from not getting on the president's team is one thing. Write this down. Giving up. Giving up. Would it be so bad to wait 17 years to get on the president's team? No. So after all the stuff that you got to do, the biggest thing after that is all you got to do is not quit. You got to stay. And you got to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And then sometimes when you get sick and tired of doing this, okay, your spouse is beating up on you and she's saying, you're going to go out there again, try to sell some of that stuff, okay? And your negative old relatives are still going at you and saying, man, you still doing that Herbalife thing? When are you going to grow up and do a big man's job? And you go out and do it over and over and over and over. And I promise you, if you want to, you can get onto the president's team. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy to go out and make $10,000 a month. Obviously, you're going to have to work hard to make that kind of money. I'm not saying that it's easy to go out and become a multimillionaire. Obviously, you're going to have to do a lot of work to do that. But the things that you have to do to make lots of money with Herbalife are not that difficult to do. The things that you're going to have to say to people to interest them in the products and interest them in the business are not that difficult to do. Otherwise, we wouldn't have so many people from so many different backgrounds doing it. So here's what I like to do. Everything about the products is simple. Write that down. Everything that you say about the products, you want it to be simple. And the reason it's so very, very important that you keep it simple is so that other people can hear what you're saying, number one, but more importantly, people can do the things that it is that you say. Because if the things that you say are not that difficult to do, and if they're not in everything that it is on the products, it's not that difficult to say, who will then say it? Lots of people. And then who will do it? Lots of people. That's the very point. Because trying to do this on your own, you can only make so much money. With your own two lips and your own two legs walking out there and talking to people, you're limited in how much money that you can make because there's only so many hours in the day. But if you have two people that are doing this with you, you can literally make twice as much money. If you have 100 people doing this, you can do 100 times the amount of making money. And if you have thousands and thousands of people doing this, it will be unbelievable. Mark it down in your notes. This could be the day that changes your life. Trust me, I can tell you with absolute sincerity, anything is possible if you just keep using, where, and talking and do it over and over and over and over and over again. The wildest dreams you've ever thought of can come true in Herbalife.
Oh my gosh, stop this shit. Super fitting, right? To end the year, or how do I say, to begin the last month of the decade with that Mark Hughes video. That's one of my favorite videos because he's touching on a lot of, primal things that can get you through what you got going on. For example, myself, right? And this is something that me and Brittany was talking about when we was in LA, or when I was in LA. And she came to STS. She was like, yo, like, you got to get back from your shit. Like, essentially, see, and this is why, this is the thing. You got to have people around you that's willing to tell you the shit that a lot of people might not be telling you, right? So, as you guys know, for the most part, right, as you guys seen that I had a kid recently, right? And through that whole process, my production levels went down. So, in that time frame, my production levels went down. I think it was like 2.5 months or whatever the case was. You know how they post the top volume, right? So as you guys know, usually the trend is that I'm one of the, higher volumes within the organization. So for my volume to be like from here to here, it's a change in what you're doing, right? It's just a lack of intent or a lack of action or whatever the case is. So my point in saying that is for me, right? Or for anybody to go from here to here and then go from here to here, what was the difference? The difference was action. The difference was I was talking to people. I was using, wearing, talking, not just posting on social media, because this is the thing. Don't get faked out by you posting on social media and you thinking then that's going to be enough, because that's not enough, right? Like if you post on social media, oh yeah, I'm drinking my morning situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the gym, look at my results. If you think that that's what it's going to take for you, now don't get me wrong, you can get some clients doing that. Disclaimer, you can get clients doing that. But if you want to build a team, if you want to jump tax brackets, if you want to change your life, travel the world, things like that, you have to be the man behind the scenes or the woman behind the scenes, right? So it's not just about looking good on the gram. It's like, what are you actually in them streets talking to people? Are you handing out flyers for your fit club? Are you inviting people to your nutrition club? Are you hosting shake parties? Are you doing movie night? Are you doing something to get people to try the products? Are you handing out 3-day trials? Are you going to the mall to talk to people? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's a difference in when you're actually in action versus looking like you're in action. Are you actually in action or not? Does that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Hopefully. Jerry Cooper, Active World team member. Man, been in the business 2013, 2019. 5.5 years actually doing it. Gained 40 pounds of lean muscle. Helped a lot of people, made a lot of money, have a lot of testimonies. And that's amazing, right? The journey's been amazing, and I can't wait for more to happen in 2020. November was a good month, but let's beat November, right? So the last month of the decade, I want to get interactive on the call. How is everybody feeling about their production or what they did last month? Unmute yourself. I'm not going to call on anybody. Unmute yourself and just, let's talk. Let's see about how we can progress. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. Whoever wants to go ahead first. Jorge, I'm calling on you because you're the guy.
I feel, I made money, but I think I had posted it in the message. It wasn't, I was just selling to sell. Obviously, we're still helping them, but it wasn't like, oh, I really want to help you get healthier. It was, let me just make some money. But. So I was still taking similar actions. I was posting. I was still asking the same questions. Hey, how you doing? What are your goals? This and that. If my clients at the gym be like, oh, coach, I'm so sore. Or we got that rebuild and you haven't restocked. Oh, okay, boom. So you feel me? Like, it was just like, it was low key more on the selling part.
Right.
And then, like, to me, it was just, I was slacking so much. It was to the point where, like, I had hella undocumented volumes of shit that I had already sold that I just didn't even care about receipts. It was just like, let me just get my money, you get your products, and I'm cool. But slowly have been getting back onto it. Last night I was creating a process like, all right, how do I take a prospect to a client? And once they become a client, what are the steps I'm taking? Like, as far as checking in on them, their before pictures, pretty much treating them as a client, not just selling them something.
Right.
But that was it. I got some points going. I got money. My preferred members are, some of them are slacking, some of them are ordering. But it was just more of a selling. It wasn't so much being a true distributor.
Right.
Which I plan on getting on.
Got you. Okay. So for you, let me I'm actually hook you up right now, because perfect thing that I was talking about a few calls ago was how a lot of people, well, I don't want to say a lot of people, but actually, yeah, a lot of people don't necessarily have a process in what they want to do from meeting somebody and turning them into a client, preferred member, or a distributor, whatever the case is, right? A lot of people are confused on that process. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to drop this, and I've dropped this in there before, but I'm going to do it again, right? I'm dropping this photo in the chat right now where it breaks down basically how the interaction when you meet somebody, whether they be in the elevator, where you meet them at the gym, wherever, right? It doesn't matter where you meet them. The flow when you meet somebody to whatever steps that you got to take them to. You know what I'm saying? And obviously it's options based upon what they want to do. But I just dropped that in the chat right now. So look at that. That way you can save yourself some time on creating something. and you know, you can rock out from there. But this is the thing, right? And this is a really key point that I want you guys to get right as being a distributor and handing out products and getting people or whatever the case is, right? And this goes in all forms of business. You gotta have relationships with your clients. You have to. Like, I don't. Yes, let me meet you. You over here cooking and whatnot. You guys have to have relationships with your clients because I'm gonna tell you what.
Herbalife protein pancakes. I
Nice.
swear.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not judging. Play. I'm not judging. I see you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have relationships because let me tell you guys something. Right? Imagine this. And this happened to me actually recently. Imagine you've been going to somebody for multiple years, right? Getting your haircut. So for me, I was getting my haircut, right? I was going to this guy for multiple years. Me and him have built a relationship, yada, 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 right? At least that's what I thought, right? Going to him multiple years, talking to him, he knows my name. Hey, man, what's going on? Da, 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 how's the family? Yada, 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 whatever. If I happen to see this individual outside of the barbershop, hey, man, what's going on? La, 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 la. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all love, right? This is how I knew that I wasn't a valued customer or I wasn't of importance, right? Is when I didn't go to this barber for a while. I don't think I went to a barber for like maybe a month and a half or whatever the case was. I don't know. It's not important, the time frame. But I show up to the barbershop, right? And I'm talking to him and I'm like, yo, man, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm on my phone doing my thing. You know how barbershops are. If you go to the barbershop, right? You know, you might know how they are. Sports talks, arguments, whatever the case is, right? So I'm sitting there on my phone and my barber yells at me from across the room, but he's not yelling my name. He actually forgot my name. How do you forget somebody's name that you've been dealing with for a very good amount of time? Now, mind you, if you just meet somebody, I understand, right? I've done that before. But if you've been going to people for multiple years, this person's been giving you money, y'all done talked, y'all had conversations, and you can't even remember their name, you don't feel valued, right? So for me, being that I was in Herbalife at the time, dealing with clients, for this to happen to me, I didn't feel valued, so I took my services elsewhere and went to a new barber because our relationship wasn't as strong. Now, mind you, you don't got to be my best friend. You don't got to know every single thing. You don't got to know my exact age, my favorite color, my favorite food. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is you got to give me the due respect to know my name and be like, yo, what's good, right? You guys agree? So I took my business elsewhere because the relationship wasn't as strong as I thought, and he wasn't investing in me, right? Don't be the barber when it comes to your clients, right? Don't be that guy. Be the person that knows about your people. Now, again, like I'm saying, you don't have to be best friends. You don't have to be, you know what I'm saying, knowing every single detail of their life. But I'll tell you what, over time, when you have clients, like for X amount of time, you're going to have conversations that aren't necessarily strictly about Herbalife. That's just how it goes, right? And that's how you actually build lifelong relationships and lifelong clients with your people. Or yes, lifelong relationships, and you keep lifelong clients, right? Because you're investing in them. You're not trying to hurry up and get them to buy some stuff, right? So for example, perfect example is this, right? I had one of my clients that she's been my client for pretty much most of the year, right? She had just bought some stuff last week, cashed out lightweight, right? I have posted on social media, yo, Black Friday sale, hit me up, yada, yada, yada. And she's like, like that seems kind of interesting, right? And that was what, it was yesterday. So this was on Friday. I needed to hit 2,500 and she didn't text me back. Because of the relationship I built with her over the year, it was cool for me to be like, hey, do you want to take advantage of that Black Friday sale? And because of the relationship, because we didn't have talks, because I know about her and her family, because I know that she goes on certain trips, because I suggested to go here, we just went to New Orleans, hey, yo, go to this restaurant, right? She just recently went. Because of all that built up, it was cool for me to be like, yo, you want to buy this stuff? And she's like, yeah, you know what? I'll help support you. How many people will want somebody like that that's just like, yo, you want to buy it? Yo, I'm down to buy some stuff because I want to support you because of the relationship. Raise your hand if you want that to be you, or type a 1 in the chat, right? This is the thing. You got to take more time with your people. You don't want to be rushing your people. You don't want to make them feel bad that they didn't purchase or whatever the case is. You want to take time to invest in your people so it can return to you when you actually need it, right? That's very important. And for the simple fact that at the end of the day, you want to be a relationship person. You want to build a relationship with your distributors. You want to build a relationship with your clients, with your PMs, everybody, because when you need them, when you need that last bit of volume, you don't want them to feel like, oh, you're only hitting them up for the volume, because they actually mess with you because of your relationship. Boom, right. So just want to get that clear. Secondly, as a unit, right, and this is something that Jorge suggested, is that, yo, we got to start holding ourselves accountable to what we're doing through the week, right? So first of all, I just want to say Sunday morning calls, as the 25 minutes we've been doing it, it seems like we're cool. You know what I'm saying? Waking up, getting started. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting ready, because I ain't gonna lie. A lot of times, even though I would have never said this beforehand, right? I never would have said this beforehand, because that's just what it is that sometimes when the calls was at 7, a lot of the times I would leave doing stuff to go prep for the call, or, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because I don't never want to host a call from like wherever the hell I'm at, right? But I was cool making that sacrifice for the good of the organization. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna be nowhere at 9 a.m. on a Sunday morning, except at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm 100% cool with doing 9 a.m. calls. I don't know, when I ran that poll, I don't know if I don't know who voted for 10. It doesn't show me who voted for what. I just seen majority, like 86% was like, yo, 9 a.m. So if you're going to watch this call in the future, if you have a, you know, whatever the case is, 9 a.m., maybe we can start at 9:30. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But 9 a.m. is cool right now. Most of the majority of people said that. Boom. But like I was saying, though, Jorge said, yo, we got to start holding ourselves accountable to what we're doing every week, so we can track our numbers, because tracking is very important, because at the end of the day, you can't track if you don't take no action. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to track. So therefore, if you're tracking, that means you took some form of action to get you to document whatever the case is, how many people you talked to, how many distributors you signed up, PMs, whatever the case is, right? So getting interactive again, how many people did you talk to this week from Sunday to yesterday, right? Sunday to Saturday, how many people did you talk to? Somebody unmute yourself. And it's cool if it's like, yo, I didn't talk to that many people.
I talked to at least a cool 20.
20 people.
A cool 20, and I went out around dropping off business cards in different locations, gas stations.
Nice. Yeah, I seen that on Instagram where you had put it in
They got it right there.
Right there. I see that. I'm like,
they gotta actually pick it up to see, plug in their credit card number.
Right. Yeah, that's actually smart, bro. Definitely. Good job. Definitely, for sure. So 20 people. So look, this is what we want to do. Whatever. That was in November, right? So from this point on until next Saturday, right, you want to track how many people we've been talking to, prospects, about, and if you really want to get different, if you really want to differentiate it, how many clients or how many products talks that I have with people that's interested in products, and how many business talks that I have with people, right? And you want to bring this number to the call next week, right? How many invites did you do to whatever you're doing, right? And if you're not doing anything, how can you start something and start inviting it to? So, for example, like Fina, I know you're in Manteca. Maricel, I know you're in Vacaville, right? Even though you're kind of far away from, you know, stuff, what can you create in person and invite people to it, right? So I know Fina, we was talking about Fit Club, right? I know the weather is starting to change a little bit. Okay, cool. Maybe you can do a shake party, right? Maybe you can say, you know what, I'm doing a shake party once a week, right? And I'm doing wellness evaluations while I'm there, and we're going to talk about business, and we're going to talk about girl stuff, right? You ain't got to make it all about Herbalife, but you definitely want to have Herbalife be the base of what it is, because you want to attract people. You know what I'm trying to say? So maybe that's something that you can start. Maricel, same thing. Maybe you could start a shake party, whatever the case is, face mask situation, or a skin party. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case is, something like that. But Fina, though, unmute yourself. How many people did you talk to in this week?
Probably like 3 people, to be honest.
Probably.
Yeah, because everybody else, I just like, I followed up with all my old past people and try to see how they're, which is like 9 people.
Nice. So you followed with 9 and you talked to 3 people this week.
Yeah. 3 new people.
3 new people. Bet. Yeah, for sure. Awesome. So now you can look at it like, okay, I know I talked to 3 people in whatever ratio that was. Now I can double up and talk to 10 people. You know what I'm saying? Like, just giving the effort, because at the end of the day, you guys got to realize that, and I'm saying this myself too, like not just you guys, myself, it just takes effort. It just takes grunt work. It just takes the stuff that you don't think is fun to get to the fun stuff. Like, that's the part that it is. You know what I'm saying? And it all starts, and you guys know this, but you know, it's important for me to reiterate. It starts by using the products and getting results, having dope results, right? And when I say dope results, it doesn't mean you have to be the most ripped. It doesn't mean you have to have the fattest butt. It doesn't mean you need to be the strongest, right? It just means that you need to have progression from your before photo until this photo, right? Whatever that looks like for you. Fit is different for everybody. You just need to have results. You don't got to be an IFBB pro or a wellness competitor or whatever the case is. Just get that clear, right? It starts with your results and posting about it and let people see what you got going on, because at the end of the day, if you're not getting results, people aren't going to want to mess with you. Why would somebody mess with you if you looking the same that you've been looking for 3 years, right? That's just the reality of it. So if your results is where you need to work on first, get yourself in the game, right? Coaches challenge. Yeah, I'm cool with doing the coaches challenge for sure. I'm down to win that thing. I'm down to win. I'm down to compete. You guys can compete with me, but I'm here to dominate. So I'm down for a coaches challenge. And speaking about a coaches challenge, we're not gonna do a December challenge, right? But just so I can get this clear, Bridget, I'm just gonna automatically elect you to create this flyer for January. I'm just gonna let you to create the flyer for January because you're the best at creating flyers. Let's start the challenge on January. So we should do the coaches challenge this month. Yeah, for sure. I'm down for that. Yeah, we can do the coaches challenge. Let's see. We can start it. Really, we can start it tomorrow in reality. Like, ain't nothing stopping us from starting it tomorrow. But if you guys want some time, whatever, to get your product situation or whatever the case is, we start on the 9th. What was that? 1 week, 2 weeks, 1, 2, and we can end on the 30th. So we start on the 9th, end on the 30th, so we can be like, hey guys, look at our results going into the new year. You know what I'm saying? 2020 is about to get popping. Because listen, you guys, this is the important part that I need you guys to understand, right? Is that when I was first getting started in the business, I started cracking right now, talking to people about, yo, 2020 is about to be lit. Well, really, I was saying 2014 is about to be lit, right? But same situation. 2020 is about to be lit. I'm about to get my new body. Who wants to get it popping with me? I'm about to change my life. I'm about to change the way I look. I'm about to change the way I feel. I'm about to be popping. I'm about to be sexy. All that good stuff, right? Like, that was now. I was doing that now because this is what I noticed in the trends with Herbalife, right? Especially in health and fitness in general. It's popping in January. It's popping in February. It's popping in March. That's just what it is, because everyone wants to be the new year, new me, right? Where they want to be like, yo, I'm finally about to get with you, Fina. I've been watching you, girl. I'm ready. Bridget, I got to come by your club. I'm ready to lose this gut. Jorge, I've been seeing you work out. I got to come through. That's just how it is, right? People going to say that they want to do stuff, and it's time for you to capitalize if you take the necessary action today. Because you know what? It's December 1st. Whatever happened in November, leave that shit in November, right? If you didn't have the best month in November, that's okay. If you had the best month you've ever had, forget it, because all that shit is over with. Now, you have a whole ass 31 days to get yourself right, to get your business going, to get your results going, to say, you know what, in January, I'm about to make money and 2020 is going to be my year. But if 2020 wants to be your year, you got to do something in December right now. Are we clear on that? Because this is the thing. I say that and somebody's going to get off this call and go to sleep. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. I know it. Somebody's going to get off this call and go right to sleep and swear to God that they want to change their life in 2020. I'm not about to press nobody to change their life. I only hold people accountable to what they say they wanted to do, right? I'm not about to chase after you. I'm not about to hold nobody's hand. Your sponsor's not going to hold your hand. You know what I'm saying? If your sponsor's not on the call, that's okay. You showed up, right? Or whatever the case is. But you got to understand that it's going to take more than what you think, so everything can be different going into the new year. So Coach's Challenge starting on the 9th, ending on the 30th. For us specifically, go hard or go home. You don't have to be in it, but you should get in it because it's only going to propel you upwards. Regular or client challenge is going to start January 6th, January 6th through the goddamn 27th. So you have all month. Somebody remember those dates, the 6th through the 27th. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember it. It's being recorded, though. Bridget, whenever you want to get that out, no pressure, right? We have all month to get people to be like, yo, I want to get in this challenge, okay? I know that everybody's not on the call right now, but who wants to commit to entering in the challenge and getting clients in the challenge? Type a 1 in the chat if you want people to get in the challenge. If you're going to be a coach and getting people in the chat, Hika, you're always first on typing the numbers in the chat. I love it. Thank you. Okay. Hika, Fina, Raina, Maricel, 1, 2, 3, 4. I know Jorge, I see you. 5. Myself, 6. I know Amanda said she's going to do it. 7. Bridget, 8. I can't speak for everybody else, but okay, cool. It seems like we got a good amount of people. All right, bet. So what do we want to say is or not the prize, but how much, okay, I like it when we do it like this because it puts the pressure on the coach, right? I like it when we contribute money, like to the pot, let's just say however much it might be, $50, right? Or whatever. I like it personally when we do it like that to put pressure on us to go get our money back. Do people not like that? Type of 2 if you do not like that. Type of 3 if you do like that way. Wait, what was 3? Do not or do? Was 3 do not or do? 2 if you do, 3 if do not. We should give a rebuild away 2 as well. Yeah, that seems very good. 3 is do. Okay. 2 is do not, 3 is do. Yeah? Okay, cool. I'm sorry, I'm confused. All right. 3 is do. Okay, cool. We like do. Dash, what up? I don't know if you can hear me. What up, Slime? Okay, cool. So what do we want to say is the pot, right? Because we want, and this is the thing, you guys got to understand that when we say that the pot is X amount of dollars instead of just cash prize can be $25 in reality. It's cash. And ain't no certain amount. 25 is cash, right? But it's cool when you could be like, yo, $700 pot. You know what I'm saying? When we can say that off the top, right? It gets a lot of people to want to be like, yo, like $700? Because this is the thing. Let's just say we all say we're putting in $75 each, right? This is not the exact number. I'm just saying if we do, right? We're putting in $75 each. That's only 3 people if you're doing the $25 route to make your money back. Or that could be 1 client depending on what they order and your discount. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't believe $75 is a lot, But again, I understand that there's different situations throughout different people throughout the team, and I want to make everybody feel comfortable. I don't want people to feel like, you know, oh, I can't enter in the challenge because that might be too much for me, or whatever the case is, right? But this is the thing. This is the awesome part about it, right? You have all month to retail that money, right? We're in business to make money, right? So we have all month to make that money, whatever it is. So if you guys want to start throwing some numbers in the chat about what you guys believe is a good amount for coaches to put forth for the pot as $0, huh? Or 50. I'm like, 0? Okay, 50. I like 52. 50 is a good number because it makes everything even, and then we could always just be like, yo, if it's 10 people, $500, right? Or if we get, you know, whatever more people, $1,000 or whatever, 750. Hika says 50. Phoenix says 50. I think if we're just gonna keep it 50, that's all the way gravy. I'm not tripping on that. Bridget, what you got to say, girl? I see you looking. 50. 50, nice. I always get confused on that. I always be like, 50 or 50. Okay, bet 50. Okay, we want to do 50, and I'll type this in the chat. Again, Bridget, I'm gonna delegate to you to come out with the information about this so people can, you know, start handing this information out. What you got to say? Go ahead. What you got?
Are we gonna be having people pay their $50 by a certain time?
Yes, I want to say, okay, this is the thing. If we're going to do the challenge January 6th, we have all month. Your money needs to be in, and I'm setting the date now. Like, there's no thinking about it. January 6th, your money needs to be in by the 31st of December.
No, it should be earlier than that.
You think it should be earlier?
Here, 2 reasons why. First of all, if people do their money now, they don't have to worry about it a month from now, after the holiday, after New Year's, after all of that. And then we can all start advertising with the amount of money that's going to be in. You commit by this date, by December 10th. December 10th through the 31st, we are all free to advertise, and we will know exactly what the pot's going to be. If a coach comes on December 11th, oh, I have my $50 now. No. The date was December 10th. And then we all have all that time to advertise, and the cash prize is going to be the right amount of money. And then people don't have to worry about, like, oh, I spent all my money for Christmas and now I don't have $50, so now I can't do the challenge, so bail.
Right. Smart. I like that. So let's just say, so December 10th is what day?
Tuesday.
A Tuesday. All right. I'm down for that. Is anybody opposed to December 10th? Speak now, forever hold your peace.
And since I'm doing the flyer, do you want me to just be the money collector?
Yeah, that way we can keep it all in the same pot. Yes, for sure. Awesome. Okay, December 10th is when your money is due, right? And now, disclaimer, not a disclaimer. If you have money issues and you're not able to get your 50 in by the 10th, reach out to me privately. We will work something out. But December 10th is the cutoff date for you to have your money in. Apple Pay, okay. Oh, Jorge, listen, talk to Bridget on that. I don't know. I don't know how she accepting stuff, right? But December 10th is the cutoff day for people to have their money in so we can advertise for however many weeks it is to get people in the challenge. December 10th, $50 per coach. When you pay your $50, however many, oh, Jorge, that's your, Glow, that's her name, right? Something like that. Hey, Glow, or Glow, whatever it is, what's up? Awesome. After you pay your money, however many people you want to get in the challenge, whether it's a $25 entry, they pay you $25, or they get on the full program, whatever it is, as many people as you can possibly get, and they can be in the challenge. Awesome, bet. Second thing about that as well, right? I am going to delete the Get Right Challenge. I'm going to do, or not the Get Right Challenge, the Get Right group chat. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to restart it, and I want you guys to add your current active clients into the chat, because honestly, we have like however many people in that chat. I don't know when the last time we actually was using it, and it's just kind of like, right? So I'm going to delete it. I'm going to restart it. Add your current people in there that's actually active. It doesn't matter if it's like 70 or whatever the case is, just as long as it's active, rather than just having 150, 160 people in there not saying nothing. You know what I mean? We just want to add more value to our people, right? Because again, if Raina, I always say this example, but if Raina posts her results about her losing, was it 81 pounds? Did I get it right this time? I never get it right. 81 pounds, right? To one of Bridget's clients, that's awesome, right? Because at the end of the day, Bridget's not about to lose 81 pounds. That's just not what's going down. Raina did. Might inspire Bridget's client, might get Bridget some more volume, vice versa, the same thing. Bridget might post about her gains in lifting, right? Her lifting, and inspire Maricel's client, who's hell into that, bet I want whatever Bridget's on, vice versa, everybody through and through. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And there was another thing that I wanted to touch on. I completely am going blank on this right now. But whatever. So, Coaches Challenge starting on, and again, I'll post these dates very soon. Probably after this. That's hella funny. December 6th. Is that what I said? December 9th. December 9th, Coaches Challenge, right? If you want to get, like, are we doing any cash for this? No, right? Let's just not do cash for this, just because it's just between us to get going, right? I'm cool with that. But if you want to do cash, I'm cool with that too. But let's just get going in the Coaches Challenge, just bragging rights. You know what I'm saying? To be able to say, I was working harder than you. Don't be able to tell. Don't let somebody be able to say, y'all was working harder than you. That's not a good feeling. You know what I'm saying? That means you just wasn't doing shit, right? So December 9th through the goddamn 30th, our Coaches Challenge to get our results, and that will fuel our January challenge that starts on January 6th. Okay? So that's going down. Every week from now on, our new culture, we're about to come to the call with our numbers that we were doing from the previous week. So again, how many people you talk to about the products, how many people you talk to about the business. We'll go, how many people you sponsored, if you sponsored anybody this week, how many new clients did you get this week? So 4 things that we're going to go to. And in those 4 things, the 5th thing will be, what were you doing that was working for you this week that got you those numbers, right? So that way we can all get a little bit more interactive, yada, yada, yada. HOM. I have the slides. Again, only one person has sent me their before and after photo for the HOM. Again, I'm not about to chase after nobody. So I'm saying it now, and I'm sure I'll say it again in the future. That's just how I go. I have the slides for HOM. So we can do an online HOM so we can show people about the opportunity for the business side and the product side, right? I have the slides for it. Who wants to commit to an online HOM 1 time a week? Type a 1 in the chat if you want to commit 1 time a week. Type a 2 if you're like, that HOM. Raina, Hika, Maricel, bet, depends on the time. It's always some shit with you. Always. I understand you're a business owner. You got brick and mortar. I see you. I'm not mad at you, Shawty. I'm not mad. Go ahead. Okay, cool. All right, so that's 4 people that's committed for sure, right? Bridget 5, and then I can't talk about the people that's not on the call at this time. Okay. What day do we want to do the HOM? Now that's the tricky part. What day do we want to do it? Because we all got, like, we all came together Monday or Wednesday. Okay. Hika, I see you putting out options immediately. Monday or Wednesday. I'm cool with Monday or Wednesday. Does anybody have a problem with Monday or Wednesday? Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday. Wednesday seems cool. It's in the middle of the week to be like, yo, don't forget we got this going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay. Wednesday. I see one person say Wednesday. I'm cool with either or. The time would have to be what?
Monday.
Monday. Jorge says Monday. Okay. Two people say Fina said, or not Fina. He says Monday or Wednesday. Fina says Wednesday. Jorge says Monday. Raina, Maricel. I am busy at 7 p.m. Mondays. That is all. Okay. So you're saying Wednesday, essentially. Okay. Wednesday. Now, again, I will say if you guys are not able to, for example, if it happens to be on a day that you can't make it, you can always just send your people to Wednesday is fine, bet. You can always just send your people to the chat or to the HOM call. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, get on this call to talk about products or to hear about products, hear about the business opportunity, la, 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 right? You don't have to be on there specifically because it'll be a weekly thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I'm down for that. Oh, cool. Yeah. So if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it because we need to add more to add value to, you know, everything that we're doing. I would have to prep you guys on, I see you with the jump shot, Fina. I see it. Nice. You left-handed? Bet. That's what's up. Lefties are always nice. Anyway, I would have to prep you guys on how to speak on the HOM because it's not like you guys got to know what to say. Not in the sense of you guys don't know what to say, but it's just how to package it, right? Because the call is only like 20 minutes long. It's not like an hour long HOM. It's just a quick 20 minutes where people talk about their favorite product and how they got the results using their favorite products. We do like 2 or 3 of those. Then we talk about the business opportunity, what your experience in the business, how much money you made in the previous month. And then we'll go over the marketing plan real quick up to, I want to say supervisor, or maybe we can go a little bit farther than that. And then at the end of the call, we'll say, if you want to know more information about the products, you want to know more information about the business opportunity, talk to the person that invited you to this call. That way, you know, if Jorge has somebody that is interested from wherever and they got on the call, they could call Jorge and be like, yo, whoa, you just had an animal fly across the camera. Yo, Jorge, I seen Britta. She was over there talking about she made $3,000 in her nutrition club last month. How do I open a nutrition club? That's awesome, right? Now we got somebody cracking in the business that's interested strictly off the HOM, because that person would have never known unless that person did get on the call. You guys see what I'm saying? That's the power of it, because at the end of the day, it allows you to have more opportunity to see about what we're doing on a formal scale rather than just coming to STS if you can make it one time a month. You know, you guys get what I'm saying? So instead of one time a month, it's like 5 times a month, which is a lot better, a lot more odds, a lot more exposure. So I have the slides. If you want to be featured on the HOM, your results, send me your most disrespectful before and after photo. Send it to me and I will do my due diligence and put you on there. And you'll be on the slide. So, but I can't do the slide without people's before and after. So that'll be on you guys to send that to me. Or you can post it in the chat, whatever. Or we could wait till this coaches challenge to be over and use those before and afters if you don't have a disrespectful before and after at this time. It's up to you guys. Other than that, you guys, that's pretty much it. So track your numbers, see what you guys got going on throughout the week. Expect to be called on next week to give your numbers, because you don't want to be that person that said, I did 0, or I talked to a half a person. Like what? Like, what do you mean you talked to half a person? So again, talk conversations about clients, or conversations about products, conversations about business, how many distributors, how many new clients, and what you were doing that helped you in this week be successful. those 5 things is what you need to come with every call. Other than that, I will continue to speak about, certain topics or whatever the case is. And also, if you guys want to touch on certain topics, like whatever, I don't know, right? If you guys want to touch on certain topics, don't be afraid to come on a call and say, yo, I want to talk about this. Can you speak on this? Can you post those 5 topics in the gang chat? Yes, I definitely will, for sure. I'll definitely post that. Yeah. So, not knowing the time. Yes, for sure. Right. Yes. Jorge, for sure. Yeah, if you want to talk about certain topics, like, whatever the case is, obviously, if you want to talk about mix and shake flavors or whatever, I'm not the best to talk to about that. Bridget is. You know what I'm saying? She got that. You know what I mean? Or if you want to talk about, how do you recruit people or whatever the case is, then you might be able to talk to me. Like, just bring whatever questions that you have to the call so we can add more value to the call. So whoever might watch this in the future, whether it might be your guys' future distributors a year from now, right? Like, that's what you guys got to think. You guys got to think about the long game, because these calls are going to be watched by people that are not in our business yet. Like, that's the thing that we're doing, and that's the chance that we have to elevate and provide more value for people in the future based on the things that we're talking about and doing right now. So people are going to watch this call in the future, a year, 5, 10 years from now, be like, man, you remember that call on December 1st in 2019? That shit was lit, or whatever the case was. You know what I mean? Like, you want the calls to be legendary. So if you want the calls to be legendary, add more value to the calls. Other than that, you guys, it was awesome. I like the 9 a.m.s. Come with what you guys want, because I want to enhance this for all of us. I don't want it to just be about like, Jerry's running the call a certain way or whatever the case is. This is our call. Let's add value to it. Other than that, hit me up. Bridget, work on those flyers. I will post all the information that I talked about. And let's get to it. It's December 1st. It's the beginning of the month. We got all month to get cracking. Post your goals. Also, before the end of today, post your goals on what you want to happen for you this month in the chat, and we'll be able to hold you accountable to that. Other than that, you guys, it's been awesome. I'm going to see you guys.